Story time, story time, story time again. Story time, story time, story time again.
Hi, welcome to Once Upon a Time, the video story time of the San Bruno Library. I'm Miss Barbara, and I'm going to be sharing some great ocean books with you today. Are you ready to get started with our story time? Okay. We're glad you're here today. We're glad you're here today. Hi ho the merry-o, we're glad you're here today. We're glad you're here today. We're glad you're here today. Hi ho the merry-o, we're glad you're here today. There are so many wonderful books about the ocean, so many fascinating things to learn about. So I'm going to be telling you about a few of those books you can find at the library, like this one right here. It's called Earth Matters, Oceans, and it's a really good one for learning lots of new words about the ocean and some of the basics about the things in the ocean. So that's a cool book you can come check out at the library. Our first book that I'm going to read is called Ocean Sunlight, How Tiny Plants Feed the Seas by Molly Bang and Penny Chisholm. I really like the illustrations in this book. There they are, Ocean Sunlight. The other thing to know about this book is it's like the sun is talking. Dive into the sea. Now flip over slowly and look up. The water is shimmering with light. My light. I am your sun, your golden star. All ocean life depends on me. So does all life on land. In your forests and your gardens, green plants catch my sunlight energy. They pump in water from the ground and pull in carbon dioxide from the air. Plants use my energy to build these molecules into sugar. All the while, the plants send oxygen into the air. The oxygen you breathe. This is called photosynthesis. Plants making life with light. My light. Animals, yes, animals like you, eat the plants, or you eat other animals that have eaten plants. You are links in food chains, the chains of all life. And as you eat, you break apart the sugar from the plants. Crack! And use its energy, my energy, to live. You breathe out carbon dioxide and the plants pull it back in. Everything is connected. All ocean life is a part of food chains too, and every ocean food chain starts when plants catch my light. But where are the ocean's plants? Where are they? The seaweeds you find growing along the shore feed some sea creatures living there. But in the vast open ocean, far from land, do you see seaweed forests, seaweed gardens, seaweed prairies? No, you see no green at all. None. In the open ocean, you only see blue water. Then where are the ocean's green plants? They are right before your eyes. They're everywhere in countless shapes and sizes, but they're so small you need a microscope to see them. A billion of these tiny plants. That is one with 27 zeros after it, are drifting in your seas. They are called phytoplankton. Phytoplankton from the great invisible pasture of the sea. Take a deep breath. Half of the oxygen you breathe every day comes from green plants on land. The other half is bubbling out of all the tiny phytoplankton floating in your seas. Phytoplankton can grow very fast. There's day 1, day 3, 5, 7, 9. If it has enough light and nutrients, one phytoplankton can grow and become 2 in just a day or so. It splits into identical twins. So the billion phytoplankton in the ocean make another billion of themselves every few days. And just as fast as they make more of themselves, they're gobbled up. Animals, mostly tiny ones called zooplankton, eat about a billion phytoplankton every day. So phytoplankton numbers stay about the same. As the zooplankton grow and make more of themselves, bigger creatures gobble them up about as fast as they are made. And so it goes. My light energy, first caught by phytoplankton, flows through the ocean's chains of life, from the tiniest green plants to the biggest fish or whale. But here's a puzzle for you. My light cannot reach deeper than the ocean's thin top layer, so that is where the phytoplankton have to live. The deep, cold waters underneath are pitch black dark, darker than the darkest, moonless, starless night. Phytoplankton cannot live there. But lots of animals do. Where do these animals get their food? Some use their glowing lights to lure animals and eat them. Some eat each other. Some swim up at night to feed on phytoplankton. Others wait. They wait for snow. This snow isn't made of ice. Marine snow, ocean snow, is tiny flakes from living things. As animals and phytoplankton live and die, their poop and mucus, carcasses and guts sink down and down like falling flakes of snow. Marine snow is nutritious food for bacteria and other creatures living in the sunless belly of the sea. Nothing goes to waste. As bacteria and animals eat the falling snow, they break it down and push leftover nutrients and carbon dioxide out into the black, deep sea waters. But wait, phytoplankton all live in the sunlit surface waters miles above. They need those nutrients to make more of themselves, and without more phytoplankton, the ocean animals will die. How can those deep, dark waters, rich with nutrients, rise all those miles back up into the light so the phytoplankton can use them once again? I, your sun, pour my light onto earth every day. My sunlight powers winds that blow. They build great storms and mix the water layers of the seas. My light helps drive enormous currents. They thrust the deep sea waters rich with nutrients and carbon dioxide up, all the way back up to the sun-filled topmost layer where the billion phytoplankton pull those nutrients and carbon dioxide in again and catch my light again. Now they can keep my sunlight energy flowing, ever flowing through new chains of life. I am your sun. My light gives life to your green earth and to your deep and restless seas. And this book has a lot of information at the end, so you can come to the library and check it out and learn more about the ocean. That's Ocean Sunlight. So I also wanted to show you another book you can come check out. This is about an animal that lives in the deep sea. This is called Giant Squid, Searching for a Sea Monster. But this is a real-life story about scientists looking for the giant squid. Well, pretty cool. Okay, so come ask for giant squid. The next book I'm going to read is called Snapshots, The Wonders of Monterey Bay, with words and pictures by Celeste Davidson Manis. So this is about a real place not too far from our house here in San Bruno, from the library here in San Bruno, a few hours south of here, where we have, in California, a really cool, rich ocean environment, Monterey Bay. And outside of Monterey Bay is one of the deepest places in the ocean, which makes it very unique. Come with me to the edge of the sea. Picture a bay where giants play. See the whale tail right there? And here you can learn more about the whales that come to Monterey Bay. Lots of different kinds. And breakers thunder, powered by the winds and the currents of the ocean. Where a forest floats, a seaweed forest. And pirates plunder sea otters. This one's eating a crab, I think. Picture a tide pool, rocky and quiet. What might you find there? A sunbathing sea star. Maybe some hermit crabs, some anemones. A pinniped riot, seals and sea lions. Picture a dune, ancient and harsh. A secret lair. See how can you even see them? I don't know if you can even see them hiding in the sand there. Seals and sea lions. A welcoming marsh. Picture a tasty, fresh seafood buffet. Some feasting pelicans. And the sun's bedtime kiss at the end of the day. Picture the wonders of Monterey Bay. And in the back, it tells you exactly where all the places in this book are. They're real places you can visit, not far from here. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have that you can come to the library and take a look at? We have extreme oceans with sharks, sea lions, coral reefs, and we have books about whales and dolphins, sharks and seals, otters. And what about this beautiful book, One Night in the Coral Sea? Isn't that pretty? Okay, before we go to our break, let's do a little rhyme together. Can you go like this? Here is the sea. Here is the sea, the wavy sea. Okay, let's do that together. Here is the sea, the wavy sea. And make your boat. Here is the boat. And here is me. All right, let's make some fish. All of the fishes down below wiggle their tails and away they go. Okay, let's do that again. Here is the sea, the wavy sea. Here is the boat, and here is me. All of the fishes down below wiggle their tails and away they go. Very good, yay! Okay, so stay with us because we have some more ocean stories after the break. See you in a minute.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to Once Upon a Time. I'm Miss Barbara, and we have ocean books for you. Our next book is called Hands and Hearts, and it's by Donna Jo Napoli with pictures by Amy Bates. And this is kind of a special book. It's not only about the beach, but it also has sign language in it. I'm going to teach you a few signs, and then we'll read the book, and then we'll do the signs again. I'm not going to be able to do the signs while I'm reading the book because I'll be holding the book. Okay, so I'm going to open up the book and go through it. So our first sign is hands, like this. So take your one hand and put your other hand on top, hands. And on the next page, our sign is run. So we're going to point like this and wiggle our fingers and put the one finger around our thumb like this, like our hands are chasing each other. Run, 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 run. And next we have flowers. Can you smell that flower? Take your flower. Smell the flower. Flower. And dance. So here's you. Here's the dance floor, and dance your hands on the dance floor. Dance. Now we're going to say hello to the waves. Hello. That's the easy one. And roll. Roll, roll, roll. Swim. Can you swim? Swim. With water, we take our three fingers and make the sign for W, and we put it right here. Water. Wall. What do you do when you make a wall? You can stand behind it, right? So just take your hands like you're making a wall. A wall. And then small, tall, small, tall. The sun. You put your hand up like this, and the sun. And then we're going to laugh together. Laugh. Put your fingers here by your mouth. Laugh. And the sunset at the end of the day. Here's your horizon line. Here's the land. Here's the sun, and it's going down. Sunset. And bye-bye. But don't go away, because now we're going to read the book. My small hands pull your big hands, tug and lug till you're on your feet. Let's go, come on. Yak, yak hands, yak, yak fingers, telling as we run out the gate, down the path. Funny hands, funny fingers, flutter on the flowers. Point at the gulls. Take my hands and dance me dizzy, swing me around, fly me to the dunes. Flapping to the beach, hello to the waves, spraying and splashing, shoes left behind. Take my arms and hold on tight, roll me in the sand, dip me in the sea. Let go hands, let go fingers, swim and glide and reach for the raft. Dig a tunnel, dig a moat, dump in water, fill it full. Build a tower, shape a wall, press on shells to make it shine. Bury our toes, bury our knees, leaning lazy, small on tall. Make a tent to hide from the sun, a spot to rest and cuddle cozy. Hands to hold, hands to play, hands to yak, and kiss tips as we laugh. Watch the day come to a close, sunset, sunset, glowing rosy. And this is a book you can check out. We actually have a lot of books about sign language at the library and how you can learn more. Let's do the signs again. So we've got hands, hands, run, 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 flowers, dance, dance around, hello, roll, swim, water, wall, sandcastle wall, small and tall, mother and child, rest from the sun, laugh, and sunset. Bye-bye. That's the end of this book. Hands and hearts. My next book is also about visiting the seashore. It's called Out of the Ocean by Deborah Fraser. This is also about a real place, a story about a real place in Florida. My mother says, you can ask the ocean to bring you something. If you look, she says, you might find it. Like the sun, she says, she asks for it every morning, and there it is, rising up out of the ocean. Is it true, I ask her? You can ask for anything? Keep watching, she answers, and the next day, the sun rises up out of the water one more time, just like she wanted. Can you ask the ocean for something special, I ask my mother. Every day I ask for water, she says, and look, water everywhere. Look how far the water stretches, how it sails above us, clouds bigger than cities, and out there we can see the water falling into the ocean all over again. Have you ever seen the rain fall into the ocean or the bay? I know you can ask the ocean for shells because every time we go to the beach, there they are. Tumbling end over end, arriving empty, most times worn by the sand and the waves. But can you ask the ocean for treasure? I asked my mother. Certainly, she said. Just be looking for it. So when we found it, we called it treasure, that broken glass that has rolled around on the ocean floor until it is smooth and glowing. Green and brown are easy to find, but blue, that's special, and red, the rarest of all, can make you run all the way home just to show someone that you found it. One day, a splintered board painted with white stripe washed in, just what we wanted for the castle we were building. That board found us before we could even ask. At the ocean, things can surprise you like this. Walking this beach, I found pelican feathers, a wooden shoe, floating glass balls, skate egg pouches, shark egg pouches look like that too, plastic boats, abandoned rafts, 2 unbroken sea urchin shells, messages curled inside bottles, carved wooden floats. Coconuts, sea turtle skulls, a beam from a sunken ship, shark's teeth, and a giant pile of tangled rope. I've carried all those things at home, and each one turned out to be just what I wanted. mother, she keeps asking for things that are too big to carry home. Sun, water, silver moonlight, the sound of waves, sea turtle tracks at dawn. Those things are always here, I tell her. You just have to look at them. She laughs and says that now I know her secret. It's not the asking, it's the remembering to look. And sometimes she says the bigger the thing, the easier it is to forget to see it. I don't think I'll ever forget to see the sea, something as big as the sun or the water. But just to be sure, every day we help each other look. And here's a lot of information about all the things that they were looking at, including the baby sea turtles, the glass floats, the egg pouch, the wooden shoe, beach glass, the moon on the water. That's my favorite. Try to see that if you can. And that's Out of the Ocean by Deborah Fraser. So thank you for joining me on our ocean adventure. Let's do our rhyme one more time. Okay, remember it? Here is the sea. Here is the sea, the wavy sea. Here is the boat, our little boat. And here is me. All of the fishes down below wiggle their tails and away they go. Very good, let's do that again. Here is the sea, the wavy sea. Here is the boat, and here is me. All of the fishes down below wiggle their tails, and away they go. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Give a wave and say goodbye. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Thanks for joining me for story time. I'd love to see you sometime soon at the library for story time, or to show you where all our ocean books are on books about ocean animals. Okay, see you soon.
So sit me down and let the spell begin. I'll find myself in story time again. Story time, story time, story time again. Story time, story